We're live for the Closers Cafe Thursday morning, October 9th. I am going to, at the top of the hour at 9 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to start smiling and dialing real estate investors to sell some deals. So we have that to look forward to. The next half hour, I'm going to spend doing some posting on social media to create inbound opportunities. A couple of different things. I'm going to post a property that we sold yesterday, settled on yesterday, and some other opportunities to create some inbound investor requests. So good stuff planned there. Let me just share this into the groups so we know what's going on. I got a full docket today. I have no idea how long we're going to go. I thought I was going to have to get off because I was supposed to have an appointment at 11. I'm just going to stay on until we, I don't know, until I need a break or whatever. We're going to call, text, and email investors to see if we can put some deals together live, or at least get some appointments live. If you missed, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. We had our first live appointment set, I think anyway, from a phone call to a motivated seller lead. I think that was yesterday morning, actually. I have that appointment tomorrow. I got one appointment and one potential appointment from the email follow-up that I had sent out yesterday. If you missed yesterday, there was a whole bunch of stuff on the live stream. One of which was I sent follow-up emails to all of the homeowners in my database who had gone and looked at their home value dashboard, their seller dashboard, from the email blast that went out Tuesday. And that has turned into one appointment, one potential appointment, and another engaged reply. And I'll share what those look like as well. I'll show very simply how I reach out to clients to get a review, because I had a settlement yesterday. I need to get a Google review from Rick from the settlement. And of course, as always, if you have questions, comments, etc., please please comment below on whatever platform you're on. Now, what I'm trying to get traction on here is for you to comment below one win from the last 24 hours and one action item you're going to take today to grow your business. So what's one win and one action item you're going to take? So my win from the last 24 hours is the settlement that I had yesterday afternoon. It is I can't remember. I can't remember where Rick came from, but he was a lead that came into our world somewhere or another. I'm going to pull him up and find how he came in. And I've been working on him for several months. We were finally ready to go on market. And during the coming soon portion of the listing, we got an all cash offer almost at what we were looking for. And he took it. So we sold it off market. It was never actually live on the market. He's currently marked as under contract. I'm going to turn him to client. And where did Rick come from? I don't know. Buy or sell your home. It looks like he's been in my database since 2021. That is wild. He had done a home value request years ago. So almost exactly 5 years ago. This is someone who's been in my database for almost exactly 5 years. Talk about playing the long game. Holy simoleons. That is pretty wild. So what I am going to do is I'm going to text him. Okay, we're going to start with the text, and I will email him. Morning, Rick. Thanks again for the opportunity to help you with the sale. Could you do me a huge favor and leave me a rating and review on Google. Here's the link. I'll email it to you as well. And then I have could you do me a huge favor? I use Rebrandly, R-E-Brandly, for URL shortening. And so I have my Google reviews. I created a shortened URL, joshvips.com/reviews, which forwards to specifically a page on my Google business listing. So this is the text message. Specifically a page on my Google business listing where when they tap it, it brings up, where they can directly leave a review. So I sent that. I'm going to email him as well. Let's see here. While I'm doing this, a good reminder, please comment below one win from the last 24 hours and one action item. So I shared my win. Rick, Josh, can you do me a favor? Hey, Rick, thanks again for the opportunity to help you with the sale. Can you do me a huge favor and leave me a rating and review on Google right here? And then I will keep an eye on that, and I will have no problem reminding him if he hasn't done it to do that. We had a good experience. I don't have any reason to believe that he won't do that or wouldn't give me a rating and review, other than, he's, he just may need some reminding. That's all. So important to get those as much as you can, because the more reviews you have on your Google business listing, the more they favor your listing, the more you can get inbound leads from the listing. And I can tell you with certainty, when I get inbound leads from my Google business listing, they're really good leads. Like they're not like a lead ad from Meta kind of lead. These are people that they've already decided that they're buying or selling, and they're just looking for the right person to help them. Okay. Comment below one win from the last 24 hours, one action you're going to take today to grow your business. My action that I'm committing to, that we're going to do live here, is I'm going to reach out to at least 20 investors on, I might be able to reach out to 20 on one deal that we just locked up earlier this week. And if I need more, I have several other on-market deals, multifamily properties that I can use to find investors for as well. So I'm going to commit to reaching out to at least 20 of them today. Now, something I've mentioned this a few times, but I really, really want to emphasize this. I am doing these live streams as a means of accountability for myself, and to just help inspire, motivate, and give you exactly what I'm doing to have more conversations, to generate more contracts, and therefore have more closings. However, when you're here with me, my hope is that you're doing work also, right? So you're not just watching me to be entertained, but like you're doing the work alongside me as well. And maybe not exactly what I'm doing, but like be productive as you're spending time with me here, I guess is the point. David, meeting a motivated seller at 10:30 a.m. to look at a property that needs TLC. Action is to reach out to 5 to 10 investors that might be interested in this property. Okay. So I love part one. That's a great win. Action, be as specific as possible, David. Is it 5 or is it 10 or is it 8? As specific as possible. And then that action. So 5 to 10 means 5 to 10 means how you feel might get in the way of you actually completing the action. Meaning, if you say 5 to 10 to yourself and you hit 5 and you're like, well, I'm kind of tired, and that was whatever. But if you commit to 10, like, you'll push through the annoying part. So I said 20, and there will be times on here where I may want to quit before 20, but I said 20 to all of you here listening, which isn't very many of you right now, but whatever. So I'm publicly committing to that number. So, and you don't have to adjust this, but what I'm saying is, when you do these kinds of things, when you set these kind of intentions on what you're going to do, just commit to a specific number and then do it. And David said, I'll do 10. Bravo, David. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got about 20 minutes left to do some social posting to bring some inbound leads, and I'm going to do my swipe for leads outreach for today as well. And then at the top of the hour, I'm going to start smiling and dialing, calling, texting, and emailing real estate investors who are, potentially would be interested in a property that we've got available. Or I'm going to start with a property that we have to disposition, and then if I run out of people to call, I've got some multifamily properties in a completely different area that we can go to. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go to Listings to Leads, one of my favorite resources. In the description with this video are lots of resources, specifically broken down into, here are the tools that I use, number one, and then 3 big buckets. So what to do and how to get more deals from your sphere of influence, past clients, and your existing database. How to dominate cold outbound to create more opportunities, and how to, or where to find cold inbound, specifically motivated sellers. Listings to Leads is one of my favorite resources. It's in there. You can grab a free 21-day trial at growwithjosh.com/L, the number 2L. growwithjosh.com/L, the number 2L. And oh my word, you know what? You know what's wild? This never got in here because Listings to Leads doesn't pull coming soon listings. And so the property that I sold is not even in here. I'm gonna play around with this. Is it in here? No, it's not. Huh. So it only automatically pulls in properties once they're active on the market. It won't pull coming soon. Now you can manually add coming soon. I'm going to see what happens here if I try to grab this listing that is now sold. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know what'll happen. But I'm just trying to shortcut. But if this doesn't work, I don't really care, because I'll create a graphic like what I used on yesterday's live stream to go and post. And I'm going to use Canva to create a couple of different graphics that I'm going to use to generate some inbound opportunities. How do I? Is this one not in here? There it is. Okay. I have no idea what will happen here. I don't even have pictures of this. I totally forgot. We sold it before I even got pictures. I was about to get my professional photos done, but we didn't need to. Let's see what happens here. No, unfortunately, this listing can't be grabbed. Okay, well, who cares? I am going to immediately pivot. And right here, I don't have a review yet to to use from Richard. Otherwise, I would make one like this here. Okay, but I don't have a review yet, which is fine. No big deal. Let me see if I have a good picture. A good picture of me to use. I'm just looking on my phone. Yeah, this one's okay. Let me see here. All right. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to, airdrop it to my phone or to my computer here. Now I've got it there. So I'm going to drop that in there. And reshape that a little bit. I don't know. This is kind of hard to read. Let me try something here. I don't know if this will help or not. Go effects. Does a black outline make it easier to read? A little bit. I'll try that. Whatever. Okay. Pay. This is number 5 here. All right. So that downloaded. I'm going to go. I'm going to start on next door. More of you an opportunity to post your win and action item for the day. Okay, so I'm going to copy this post, but I'm going to tweak it accordingly. But I like to reuse stuff that I have. I'm going to drop the image. Nope, that's not the right one. That's the right one that I want. Just sold in New Bloomfield. And yesterday, I sent people to my this page here. Today, I'm going to send them to I sent them to this page. It was kind of like a link tree kind of page where they can see my contact info. I'm going to try and capture some seller leads, which I made a post like this. Here, I'll find this here. This post from Tuesday generated me 4 seller leads for free. Now, what I can't say with certainty is if they came from Nextdoor or Facebook or Google Business Profile. Actually, you know what? Could I figure that out? Maybe I can reverse engineer where they came from. I'll try and do that in a minute here. But I'm going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, curious what a buyer might pay for your home right now. Go to just enter your address and check it out. And the page I'm sending them to, this is the best converting iList page I've ever had. It's one of the best converting pages I've ever used for any cold traffic. And it's converting so well that I've asked Joe to bring it back. This is like an old page in iList, which if you're not using iList, you can get a free 30-day trial of my enterprise version called Fast Cash Offers. .ai. Go to growwithjosh.com/iList. The letter I, L-I-S-T. growwithjosh.com/the letter I, L-I-S-T. This page converts like crazy. So I'm asking him to bring it back. That's the page I'm going to send people to. Now I need to tweak my hashtags a little bit. So I'm going to go New Bloomfield, PA. And this is not Cumberland County, it's Perry County, PA. And I'm going to go sell house fast. And I'm going to say, yeah, I'll just go with those. That's good. That's good. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to post that there. Then I'm going to go do the Googles. I'm going to pull up my Google business listing. Reviews. I'm at 85. I got to get to over 100. Got to get there. I'm going to drop the image. Drop this. When you're doing posts like this, you can't have phone numbers, links, etc., in the description. So I'm going to add a button, learn more, and then I just change the call to action. So I'll say, tap learn more below, then just enter your address and find out and check it out. So I'm going to post that. Then I got to go to Facebook. And I'm going to switch to using Facebook as my business page. Go here, page. Oh, what happened? I thought, whoops, hold on. I don't want to create an ad. I just need to copy this. There we go. Photo there. And next, and post. Okay, now I'm going to pivot to the next series of things that I'm going to do are on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this, then I'm going to pivot to the next set of posts I'm going to make, and then I want to share Cindy's comments because Cindy is crushing it yet again. So I'm using Facebook as my personal profile. It already brought up my post here, which is cool. I'm going to share this on my story first. Okay, I'm going to share that on my story, and then I'm going to share it into groups. Okay, so I hit share, and then I choose groups. And then this one, I'm going to choose the groups that are the area groups that are relevant to this one. So specifically, this one is Perry County. And I'm going to choose 6 of them that it's relevant to. And then I'm going to do some emojis. I'm going to do the like the curious emoji. And then I'm going to do home and the down arrow. So those are my emojis that I'm using, and I will share now. One last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to switch on my app. I'm going to switch to my business page, and then I'm going to find that post, and I want to share it on my story on my page, my business page as well. Why is it not letting me do that? Huh. So I can do yesterday's, but I can't do today's for some reason. So I'm going to share yesterday's, which was the just sold in Carlisle one. Whatever. Maybe later today I can share that one. I don't know why that's doing that. All right, next I'm going to I don't know, group jack to pull out some active investors before I start making those outbound calls to them. Before I do that though, Cindy, I talked to 5 sellers yesterday who didn't like the dual close offers that are willing to sell with Easy Street. Today I have a call with Easy Street to get set up on the process. If you don't know what Sharon is talking about, DM me or text me at 717-571-0456. DM me or text me at 717-571-0456. I'm really excited about using what they offer to close a lot more homes in Q4 and beyond. I am somebody that gets distracted by shiny objects, just like I'm sure all of you from time to time. And I saw in my Facebook feed that who are my happy birthday folks today, who have a birthday today, and one of them is Heath, who's part of my EXP organization, and so I had to take a minute to wish him a happy birthday. I like using, there's a Jim Carrey GIF that I use for birthday, sharing happy birthdays. And I'm looking at my list here. That way it's one less thing that I have to worry about. I cleaned up my list. We're good to go there. Okay. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, and I'm going to create a little graphic here for me to post in some groups. And I'm going to use this one here, but I'm going to change the background to black. And then I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to change the effects to be red. And I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to start with emojis. Can I do emojis like this? Fire. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I got so excited about that, but off-market smoking hot deal in Waynesboro. Smoking hot, fix and flip deal in Waynesboro. DM me or text me at this number. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna download, and I'm gonna go to off market. I think I've got a couple of off market groups that I belong to here. Where's my Pennsylvania one? The heck? All right. I'm not sure why that's not coming up. I have one that's specifically for PA. Well, I'll start with this group. And oh, you know why? That's why. I forgot. I have to switch back to my personal profile. That's user error, which happens often. User error. So we'll go to this group. And I'm gonna find this because I like to copy and paste. And I'm gonna go here. Okay, I'm gonna post that. I will likely start to get texts or DMs while we're on here because I'm gonna be on here for a while. This is a lead calling on one of my listings. Hello, this is Josh. Well, yeah, it's going right to your voicemail, but it just says voicemail not set up. Mm-hmm.
That's where they currently live. They have a ranch house here, number 2 Ardmore Drive. It's way too big for them because they got a lot of property here, so they need to downsize.
Okay.
And my mom's looking for something mobile, manufactured housing, but she doesn't necessarily want to go into a trailer park. I mean, she will, because she has seen a couple mobile homes for sale. But I saw this one and I've seen it up for sale pretty much all summer. So she's interested in looking at it, but she's also interested in having somebody sell her house at the same time. So I don't know if that's something you can do.
Of course.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
That's what she wants. I mean, I seen it on the listing. It says, all offers, reasonable offers, of course. So basically, we would like to get them out of the house somewhere else that I've been trying to paint, but I've been painting around them, and she has a dog, so it's just it'd be a lot easier if they weren't here and the whole house was empty. So I don't know if your client, whoever's selling that manufactured house, would be willing to, rent to them while this house is up for sale. I don't know. We have, that's kind of the situation. So
okay, so this property is there's a whole bunch going on with this property.
Okay.
Number one, she is distressed. She's not going to be able to rent it. Number two, it's not finished, meaning there are a couple of rooms that need flooring. And there's some other work that needs to be done. Number three, PennDOT has been, they are likely taking a portion of the property through eminent domain, but they've just been dragging their feet on that. And if she were to sell it outright as it stands right now, it would have to sell significantly more than the current asking price. Now we dropped the price anticipating a short sale, but she's not really cooperating on the short sale. So here's I guess here's where I'm getting at. I would love to help your, you said it's your mom?
Yeah.
I would love to help, and I'm confident I can help. I don't know that it'll be this deal or this listing. That would be, the right path.
It does not have to be that listing because we have been looking at other ones. There's another one, I think I live in E-Town, so there's a trailer park, Lake something it's called. I think it's 10 Sunny. I have to look back here and see. Because I think it was listed at 114. I have to look back here on my emails or my text from my son. One is, let me quick tell you, 175 Sunny Valley Road in Elizabethtown.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one was 10 Summer Drive in Elizabethtown. She was interested in them. She does have a dog, so I don't know, and it's a shepherd, so I don't know how these places are with shepherds.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the park. I can't remember off the top of my head what their pet policy is. But I can quickly and easily verify that for you.
Okay, because I mean, he is my dad's therapy dog. My dad is he's handicapped, but it's due to a stroke that happened in 2005. So This is his dog. He helps my mom because my mom doesn't always wear hearing aids. So when she doesn't hear him, my mom and dad's dog comes and lets her know that my dad is awake or needs something. So I don't know how that goes, but I know. And he's a really good dog, but as soon as you say shepherds, everybody cringes, because they think they're.
Well, I mean, the way most parks handle it is they do it by size, right? Yeah. So they say any dog over this size. That way, they're not like discriminating against certain breeds of
Right.
dog. Yeah.
Right.
Um,
And how does it go if you have medical papers from a doctor saying that, you know, are they still allowed to do that? Say, no, you can't have this dog because of this, because you're over the boundaries of the dog size?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, because she does have that. You know, I don't know if they have to be renewed year to year, but yeah, the dog has to come. You know, as long as my dad is alive, you know, he really isn't a bad dog at all. It's just actually where my mom lives, she has a corner property, so it's like 3/4 of an acre. My dad cannot do anything. He is wheelchair bound all since 2005. So, you know, I come over and I do a lot of the cleaning. You know, I do a lot of the yard work. But if we could get him closer to E-Town, that would be really great. And even if you would have to show the house with them in it, they would have to understand that we can't get my dad out. You know, my dad goes, like, he just left now to go to the VA, but otherwise he's here. You know, if people don't mind looking at a home with him here.
Well, I can do you one or two way better, because
Okay.
we work with some, I'll call them institutional buyers, basically large corporations that buy properties in scenarios like this, and they're not, you know, they might not be paying full fair market value, but they pay close to it. And in some, you know, in a scenario like this, it could be a perfect, you know, opportunity for it to create a whole win-win scenario. In other words, we can get the property sold without having to deal with the typical or traditional listing of having to show, you know, the dog and pony show of doing showings and open house and whatever. And then depending on, and this is me without having any idea or information about that their current property, but there are several ways that, you know, they might just they might just buy it, put it into their rental portfolio, and done deal. We do have some that will buy it. They'll renovate it to make it sort of like, you know, HGTV or Pinterest ready, and then put it back on the market. And then in that scenario, the way they structure them, your parents they'd get paid twice. Basically, they'd get paid a part of their equity up front and the balance of the equity when we sell it on the open market, to you know, the owner occupant buyer who's going to pay top dollar for it. So I mean, we can explore any and all of those options.
Right. And she probably would be interested in doing that, because we were going to do it before, but we saw somebody on TV and they said they do the same thing. You don't even, if there's stuff you don't want to take out of the house, you leave it, they get rid of everything. And my mom was going to sell it to them. They had a price in mind and agreed. My mom and them both agreed on the price. But then the man decided to say, well, we need to start showing the property, you know, and my mom was like, but you said we didn't have to do that.
Yeah. So that person is what's called a wholesaler. So what that person did was got you to agree to a price. And then they are going to essentially sell that contract to another investor or buyer and make the spread. So just for round numbers, you know, that they put it under contract for 200,000, and then they try and sell it to someone else for 225, and that someone else pays them the difference to then take the position of the contract. That is not what this would be.
Okay, because they actually then, when my mom said no, you know, because of the dog and because my mom's 77, so and my dad has to be lifted with a Hoyer lift and all that to get him in and out of the house, or even in and out of the bed, you know, and he can't be put in a regular chair. It's like you know, like the VA has one of those big shuttle buses and they come pick him up. So it really is hard on her. Otherwise, she would have done it. And she said, look, I can't do that. If they don't mind coming when my husband and I are here, that's fine. But I can't get my husband in and out of the house, 2 times a week or whatever the situation would have been. And he was like, okay, well, then we are backing out of it.
So
back out of it.
So if one of these options that I mentioned would work for you, the only thing we may have to do is not show it to buyers, but most of them require a professional home inspection.
Okay.
Which would be a one-time deal, and they could be there for that. There's no reason they couldn't be there for that.
Okay.
And we may need to bring in a contractor to verify that our estimate, depending on what, I don't know anything about their home yet, obviously. But if we were going to make renovations, we might need to bring someone through to verify that our estimates are accurate, so that we're not, that we're not changing things last minute, et cetera.
Right. And that's fine. I mean, and does that still go off of like market price, like with other homes that are that was currently sold in the last year or so in this development?
Oh, absolutely. So
Okay.
what one second here. What's the address of the property?
2 Ardmore Drive, almost town. It's like honestly, it's like in a prime location because it's like 5 minutes away from Hershey Park, a drive. It's in a really good location. It's just my mom can't do this.
Yeah.
So
I'm just pulling it up here. It's taking a minute. Now, this is not taking into account the condition, meaning this is kind of assuming that it is, I won't say like premium condition, but like good condition. The preliminary offers that I see are anywhere from, I mean, the worst one is 288, but that's a cash, that's discount. I'm seeing 338, 351, 355, 361.
Right beside her is just sold this maybe like 3 months ago, if that. At somewhere here in summertime.
Okay.
And that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That might have been 4 Ardmore Drive. And I'm starting to think that 3 Ardmore Drive is probably going to put their house up for sale too.
Okay.
And she doesn't live there. They just power washed everything, and they're starting to put a lot of stuff out. So I'm thinking that house is also going to go up for sale. That's a pretty nice house, has a pool back there, but okay. Yeah, no, that would, I think she would be interested in that because, we would like to get her moved somewhere. And like I gave you 2 mobile places, that she liked both of them houses, and she would consider, looking at them, and if we can get her and my dad into something like that.
From your perspective, that probably is the best place to start, right? If we met at one of those, we kind of check it out, but at least, I can meet all of you, and we can explore if or what the next best steps might look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would most definitely be interested in doing that.
Okay.
One of the scenarios you just said. Mostly because just to get them out of the house.
Yeah.
Because like we can't really power wash anything out here and do anything because she has her stuff, you know what I mean? And it's just hard.
It looks like a great house, right? I'm looking at the right one. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's got a little front porch and the driveway. I'm sorry, the garage entrance on the side. I'm looking at the right one.
Yeah. The garage, the door to the garage is right here to the door to the kitchen, and then she also has, I call them sheds, but it's a bigger type shed that she has also here that she just kept her gardening, like the tractor or her lawnmowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she put their porch stuff in there over the winter.
Yep.
And she has a covered back porch here that you can pull your car in.
Oh,
She usually does that
okay.
in the wintertime. And then the front porch is also covered. I don't know if that picture has been updated or not, but I can, just take a few snaps right here and send it to you over a text, and then you could see if it's actually the same house.
Yeah, I mean it's got white siding. The front, like it's got the looks like maybe stone at the bottom.
Yeah.
The stone facing. So 4 Ardmore is listed for $350. I don't think it's actually closed yet. It looks like it's under contract, but hasn't actually settled quite yet. Let me just double check that. Oh, okay. But where I was going with that is it's a different style of house, but your parents' lot is way bigger. I mean, that
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge.
That house beside us has so many pine trees that all of the roots are in
Yeah,
the backyard.
yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I don't know how they mow the grass or anything, but yeah,
that one sold for $351. That one sold for $351.
Oh, okay.
For whatever reason, they started super high. They started at $425. They dropped it, and then sold at $351.
Well, his son, his name was Billy Burston. His son is a realtor.
Oh.
So his son is actually the one that put it up for sale.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a little while, and then it took a while to get someone to buy it.
Okay. So from your perspective, what would be the next best step? Would it make sense for me to pop by Ardmore? Do we want to meet at a mobile in a park? What would?
No, if you could come here and explain what you just explained to my mom, how that we could possibly have her moved out by you guys doing what you just said.
Yep.
And then sell it, and then she gets the remaining of it. Yeah, she needs to get out because of my dad. She needs to find somewhere so she can be settled, but she would like to eventually, because we were going to do it with this other company, but she was going to just, pay wherever she was going to buy and just pay it off. And then, it's just a lot rent for her and the electric and stuff like that. So yeah, she needs to desperately downsize, because like the basement is the whole length of the house.
Okay.
And it was at one point a finish, and then my brother had moved in and he tore a lot of stuff out.
Okay.
So it's ready to be finished again. He took all the drop ceilings down. I don't know why they did that, but I think all of it's still down there, but I don't know. If someone's going to reconstruct everything, they're probably going to just want new stuff. But yeah, so no, that would be awesome. I don't know what your availability is.
So I actually had an appointment canceled this morning, or reschedule on me this morning. I have time later this morning, or I could do like 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, tomorrow will probably be better.
Okay.
Like I said, she's at the VA with my dad. My dad gets infusions. So
Gotcha.
And she never knows how long those infusions are going to last.
Gotcha. That's actually perfect, because I'll be over that way. I'll be coming from an appointment over that way at noon. So 1:30 tomorrow is perfect and works for me, if that works for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I can be here too, because I have a doctor appointment at 11:30, and that's only going to take about a half hour. So I can be here too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'll let her know. Now, you got to understand, she does have stuff everywhere. So everything.
Listen, you don't have to worry about that for me. I can see past any and all of that, and that doesn't affect. I'm looking at the bones. And how do we, how do we get the best end result? That's all I'm looking, to figure out.
Right. Yeah. The best. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Because I would like her to get the most she possibly could. Also, but with selling it rather, fast.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, fast, but I would rather.
Yeah, you kind of want the best of both worlds, right? You want speed and convenience, and finding the happy medium to make that happen. Yeah.
Okay, that's sounds good. I will let her
And
know
can you confirm, how do I pronounce your first name? Is it Heike?
Yeah.
Heike.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
Now,
Well,
my dad is probably not going to be able to to put in a whole lot to this because he has a little bit of dementia.
okay.
And like I said, he had a stroke in 2005. So, and my mom does have power of attorney. So, it's mainly going to be my mom
Okay.
and me that you're going to be talking to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah. No worries. No worries. We'll figure it out.
My dad, but he's hard of hearing, so it's going to, it's my mom that makes the decisions now for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. Sounds great then.
If something happens or something comes up, this is my personal cell phone.
Okay.
Just so you have that. But if you don't hear from me and I don't hear from you, I'll see you tomorrow at 1:30.
Sounds good. If I have a red Jeep, I'll have in the driveway, so you'll know you're
Perfect.
definitely at the right place. Okay.
That's great. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, this is Josh.
Hey, Josh. Good morning. My name's Evan Pappas. I'm an attorney in Camp Hill. And representing a guy
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. No. Nope. I'm trying to think here. So I met with him probably, oh man, it might be 5 or 6 weeks ago at this time. I mean, I could figure it out. I met with him then. I did send him an offer for the property because we buy properties, but I'm also a full service real estate agent as well. From our conversation, I thought that was the route he wanted to go. He never signed anything, which I'm totally fine with, and I've just kind of been, I check in with him every so often. I called him, I think it was earlier this week, and he had just kind of said, "Yeah, I got to figure some things out. I'm, you know." He wasn't. Yeah, I could just tell there was something going on, and I said, "Okay, well, just let me know if or when you're ready for me to help." Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Fair enough. Has he signed an agreement with someone else? Oh, he did. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, sure. Ooh. Mm, Off the top of my head, I think it was. Well, I can find it here. I think it was 220. No, I don't think it was. You know what? Hold on. Maybe it was actually. Let me just double check here. And I only went that route because of what he was saying he wanted to, um, like what his objective was. Basically, is why I said, okay, well then I think we probably should go this route because part of it was him uh, um, wanting to remain for up to 90 days. Let me just double check here that I'm giving you the right number. Let's see here. Almost there. It was 225. It was 225. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Right. I'm sure. I'm sure. I think I was the first one that he had met with, if he was being honest with me, because I'm pretty sure when I met with him, part of the conversation was, yeah, I'm probably going to meet with a couple of other people to see what they have to say. I think that was part of the conversation. Yeah, yeah. Well, if there's any way I can help, I'm happy to. And if the best solution for him is to list it on the open market so we can get competitive offers and determine what the real market value is, like I'm all for that. When I talk with folks like Ken, it's trying to figure out what's the best solution given the puzzle pieces that we're working with. Um, uh, it does need a good amount of work. I mean, it's pretty rough. Um, yeah, I mean, the roof is rough, the deck is really rough, and the interior is really dated. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But great neighborhood, and desirable floor plan, and so forth. So it's got a lot of good going for it, but to get it to today's standards, it would take a pretty significant renovation. Well, yeah, but what most people don't understand, so a lot of the general public doesn't understand that number, they can't, they're not assuming any number of renovation, right? So they're saying this is what we think it would be worth if it's in good shape, and right, right, yeah. And in some cases that number's more, the number they're, I've seen it where it's generally pretty accurate, and then I've seen it where it's way off. But the thing that is always consistent, whether it's that Zillow number or Redfin or Realtor, because they all have their own, AVMs, is that they're assuming the property is turnkey or close to it, and Ken's definitely is not. Yeah. If there's anything I could do to help him, I mean, whatever the situation or scenario, I would be more than happy to help. I know he's physically in a lot of pain. I think he's just, he's got his knees are bothering him, and his back and so forth. And I know he's also, financially in some pain and so forth. So definitely, I mean, he's definitely, sure, sure. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay. Perfect. Let me know how I can help. Thanks. You too. Wow. Oh my goodness. So much to unpack that just happened. I can't even. Wow. Totally wild. First, some comments, and then I'm gonna unpack those phone calls, because that was, I mean, some incredible stuff. Do I have Instagram? Yes, I have. If you go just Josh Schoenly, my name, Josh Schoenly, and there's also Josh Schoenly Coaching Instagram as well. You can check that out. I am in, hey, what market are you in? I'm in Central PA, Harrisburg, Mechanicsburg, Carlisle, York, Perry County, just kind of the general, the 717 area code basically is what we cover. This is surprisingly not hard, 100%, and I'll unpack that in a minute. I appreciate that you're a subscriber. Do I offer any type of mentorship? So we personally mentor and coach and help people who are partnered with us at EXP, and I would love to explore that with you. if you're interested. And then I offer a ton of free training, coaching, etc. There is a link in the description to a free Skool community that we've put together. I do a mastermind that is open on Zoom to anyone who's interested every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And you can check that out as well. And feel free to just call or text me direct, 717-571-0456, or shoot me a DM. And Edvards, hi to you. Okay, so that first call, I took the second call. Actually, I'm going to go in reverse order. The second call I took off of speaker because it was an attorney. And Pennsylvania is a two-party state, and I wasn't going to ask an attorney that I've never talked to before, hey, can I share our conversation publicly? He was calling about a person that he came to me as a motivated seller lead. He filled out a form requesting a cash offer. I think it was from pay-per-click, or it might have been PPL. It was either pay-per-click, PPC, or PPL. And I met with him now weeks ago. I made him an offer because putting it on the market didn't make sense based upon our conversation. It sounds like he now he's just getting vultures coming after him. And the reason he was calling me, the attorney was calling me, is Ken must have told him, this is one person that has been kind and has consistently followed up with me and hasn't pressured me, etc. So he's just trying to gather information, what's going on, and how he can help. Okay, so it was literally just complete random happenstance that came. He called as I was hanging up with the call before. So the call before, one of the things that I've been consistently beating the drum on is answer your phone and return your calls. Answer your phone and return your calls. The call before came as I think a Zillow or a Homes.com lead. Okay, so she was a Zillow or Homes.com lead on one of my listings. Came in a day or two ago. I think it was 2 days ago. We've been playing phone tag. This was a good reminder for me never to assume anything. Never to assume anything when you're talking with people. So the listing that she was reaching out on, I don't think I can sell the listing. And in fact, I've sent a change in listing contract to her to terminate the contract because it's just a hot mess. It just is, which I explained to her. However, just because I kept talking, I now have a listing appointment tomorrow at 1:30 that I'm confident we can get her home sold. I can literally sell her home this weekend. That's her parents' home this weekend. No, I mean, guaranteed. And then we're going to be finding them most likely a mobile home, most likely in a park for them to downsize or right size into. How's that for fun? I mean, you just never know. Like, the more conversations you have, the more contract opportunities present themselves. It's just, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. So, and while I was on the phone with them, I was posting into some Facebook groups about some deals I got teed up and ready to go to create some inbound opportunities as far as that goes. Oh boy. Man, I got stuff flying at me everywhere, and I need a break. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to take a 3-minute break. What I'm going to recommend on the break, you can check out the resources above or below this video, wherever you may be watching. Check out the resources, join the free Skool community, check out some of the recommended resources, software, etc. I'm going to use I'm going to pee. I'm going to get some more coffee. And then when I come back from break, I am going to start smiling and dialing real estate investors for a deal that we just got locked up. Eric on my team just got locked up yesterday or the day before. I'm going to start there. And depending on how many I'm able to reach out to, I may look at some other some multifamily properties that I had reached out to on yesterday's live session, the listing agent on. I've got a couple that could be pretty cool and strong cash flow opportunities for the right investors. And I'm just going to do that for as long as I can. And I don't know. I may do it for an hour and a half. The action that I committed to was 20. At least reach out to 20. So I'm at least going to do that. Maybe more. We'll see. And if you haven't already, when I go on my break here, I want you to comment below one win from the last 24 hours and one action you're going to take today to grow your business. My win that I'll have for tomorrow is that call and that appointment. My win that I shared earlier was the settlement that I had late in the afternoon. And the action that I'm committing to is reaching out to at least 20 investors, which I'm going to do as soon as we take this quick little break. All right. My coffee is warming up. I'm going to start making my calls here in a minute. Do me a huge favor. If you got value from that first hour, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, turn on notifications, do all those fun things, and please share with someone else in your office or someone else that you know in the business that might get value from these sessions. In about a minute, I'm going to pull up a property using a software platform that I've been using a lot lately to identify who the active investors are around that property. And we're going to just start doing some outreach to see if we can get anyone interested in making an offer on said property. So hit that like button, and we're almost ready to roll. All right, let's do it. Okay. I have been using a tool called Investor Base. It is not cheap. If you're interested in it, what we should do is a quick combo. DM me or text me 717-571-0456. And I can hook you up with a good deal on it, and we can explore how you might use it. There are other resources or ways that you can identify who the active investors are. And maybe if we get enough comments and engagement, I'll show you some of those free ways that you can find the active investors as well. I've just found, for me, this is a beautiful cheat code to help me be more effective and efficient with my time. All right. I'm going to pop in the address of the property that we're trying to dispo here, that we're trying to sell. Excuse me. My goodness. That burp just snuck out. Okay. We're going to leave it be any. I'm going to have it be single family. And I'm going to start. I'm just going to see what comes up here. 1 mile radius around the property. I might go to 2, depending on how many. 34. That's probably good enough. So I'm going to start with these 34. And then if I need more, if we don't get the amount of interest that I am expecting, I'll expand it out. Probably not today, but next week. I doubt I will need to, but okay. So I'm going to go over here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look at all these. Okay. Okay. Michael Pion. That's interesting. I think he was buying properties. Interesting. I know Michael. Okay. So I'm just going to start smiling and dialing. Here we go. Now, how many times this landowner appeared in the results? I kind of like the map view better. Let me see here. I'm going to go to buyer search again. Yeah, I kind of like this map view better. I'm going to start. Yeah, never mind. I'm going to go from here. I normally do the map view because I can see who's close and I can see it on a map. But there are so many here. I'm just gonna do 816 811.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, I'm trying to reach Andrew. My name is Josh Schoenly with EXP Realty. Calling because it looks like you're a pretty active investor in Waynesboro, and we have a deal we're looking to unload quickly there. If you're in the market and looking for anything, let me know. I can send you an info sheet on it. And if you're not interested, all good. I'm going to shoot you a text as well and email. That way you have my contact info. Thanks, and hope to chat soon. So I've got his email here copied. Looks like I don't have my Gmail open. I'm going to send an email. Hey, Andrew, just left you a voicemail. Are you looking for any deals right now in Waynesboro? We have one we're looking to unload pretty quickly. Thanks, Josh. Okay, I'm going to send that, and then I'm going to text as well. Hey, Andrew. It's Josh. Just left you a voicemail. Looks like you're a pretty active investor in Waynesboro. Are you looking for any deals right now? Question mark. We have a good one. We're looking to unload quickly. So now I have that, and now I will copy and paste moving forward. So it should move. That first one, once I have kind of like, okay, this is the scripting I'm going to follow, it then tends to move a lot quicker. So let me click on this one. Okay. Am I sharing here? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So,
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Josh calling about a smoking hot deal in Waynesboro.
Thanks, Josh. Please stay on the line.
It was like an automated message asking, what am I calling about, basically. Hi, is this Cassandra? My name is Josh, and I was calling because it looks like you may be an active investor in the Waynesboro area. Is that still right or no? Okay. Well, we have a deal that I think it's a pretty good one. We're looking to unload it pretty quickly. And if you're interested, I'd be happy to send you all the details on it. It is it's a 4-bed, 1-bath with a large 2-car, 2-story garage that we're asking 170 or best offer on it. And the ARVs, from what we can tell, are, well into the 250 plus range. Okay. 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 Would it be best for me to text you at this number or email it to you? What would you prefer? Okay. Perfect. Mm-hmm. You said Ronnie Martin? I will send that right over to you. Thanks so much. I appreciate you taking the call. You too. Bye-bye. So she's not interested. She knows someone that her son is likely interested. She gave me the best email to send over. So I would say, I've got a win already. Also, the first one that I called, the text that I sent through was a blue text. So that's encouraging also. What I'm going to do now is I am going to grab the info sheet that Eric on my team put together on this. And I'm going to email that over to her. Let's see here, open with Google Docs. And So I'm turning this into a Google Doc that I can share that way because it's just kind of the easiest way. I don't know why Eric built it as a Word doc, but whatever. Okay, so Chris at Chris from Josh. We deal in Waynesboro. We just spoke about. Hey, Chris. Thanks for taking my call. You or your son can go here to get all the info, details, etc. Thanks. And then I'm going to link to the go here. That link. And voila. And back to the phones. Whoop, let's call. Sure. Okay. No relation to Christopher Burchak. Okay. My apologies. Bye-bye. Well, that happens sometimes. Let me try. I've got another number. By the way, the email with this one is I am ghetto chick at AOL.com. Oh, that's great. That's great. I am ghetto chick. All right, that phone number is no good. Let me pop in this here. This might be a wholesaler, so I'm just gonna. Number not in service. Let me see if this. So I can find a number. I'm just looking up the LLC name. So there's an address. Here. Well, that one's just ringing. Also, I just realized that I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It must be because something is wonky with my internet connection, I guess. Let me, oh, there we go. Okay, so I am back. It's not over, Aaron. I just didn't realize that. I don't know how long I've been gone, but it's not over. I'm still going. I just tried another one. It just rang and rang. So I think I got the wrong number there. Interested in the ways to find properties other than investor base. So thank you, David. I will do that. If not today, I might record a standalone for that with some ideas or not. But one way or another, I'll cover that. And David's referring to free ways to find investor buyers besides using investor base, which is the tool I'm using. So that number just rang and rang, but this company seems to own well, that one, I'm just going to move on. We're just going to try and find some more properties. I think top one properties, top tier or tier one properties. I think somebody else was tier one properties. Is this tier one? Yeah. Okay. So I already hit that. Hit that. There's one that does a lot of business here. Ooh, 17 properties. Let's go. 797718880. Diane, hi. My name is Josh. I'm trying to reach Kenneth. It looks like pretty active investor in Waynesboro, and we have a pretty good deal. We're looking to unload quickly. Not sure if he is in the market right now, but if so, if you could have him reach out to me, the number I'm calling on is my personal cell phone. I'd be happy to get him all the details and see if it's something that would make sense for him. Thanks so much, and have a good day. So that was, I'm assuming, the wife of Kenneth. And I'm going to try the other number on here to see if that's his cell phone. And in the meantime, sent the email as well. By the way, Aaron, I'd be happy to chat with you on the update to iList. Also, Joe is going to be covering that in the iList Mastermind today at 1:30. I don't know if you have or get those reminders, but that'll be good to check out as well. Ken, hey, my name is Josh Schoenly. I'm calling you because it looks like you're a pretty active investor in Waynesboro, and we have a pretty good deal that we're looking to unload quickly in that area. If you're interested, just let me know. This is my personal cell phone. I'm going to shoot you a text as well, and I can send you an info sheet on it with all the details and information. Thanks so much. I hope to hear from you real soon. That was his cell phone, so that's encouraging. Nathan already replied back. You bet. Here you go. And I'm going to grab the Google Doc link. So I'm just literally, that's all. I'm just sending that. Okay. And then I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy my message to send to Ken. Not a blue text. I don't know what these people are doing with Androids. No judgment, I guess, as I judge. All right, let's try Thomas.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Tom, hey, my name is Josh Schoenly. I am calling because it looks like you're a pretty active investor in the Waynesboro area, and we have a pretty good deal. We're looking to unload quickly. If you're interested, I would be more than happy to send you all the info on it. And if not, no big deal. Or maybe you know somebody who might be. I'll shoot you a text and an email now as well. Just let me know. Thanks. That went right to voicemail, but it actually, I guess it didn't say his name, so I don't know for sure if that's him, but let me text him. So I'm up to 6. My goal was 20. I'm up to 6. Oh, blue text. That means that's an iPhone that I'm texting. So I'm copying and pasting my text. Again, the script that I'm sending, hey, Tom, it's Josh, just left you a voicemail. Looks like you're a pretty active investor in blank area. Are you looking for any deals right now? Question mark, parentheses. We have a good one. We're looking to unload quickly. I guess I didn't have to talk that fast, but whatever. You can slow me down if I talk too fast. Is this... I'm going to save him. I'm confused why he's buying properties in Waynesboro. He's a guy that he lives like literally over there. He owns a franchise locally here. I don't know why he'd be investing heavily so far away. But I'll save that phone call for later. Let's see here. Let's see. Wait a minute. What? Equity Trust Company? That doesn't make any sense. Equity Trust Company is a... Hi, I'm trying to reach Susan. I'm not sure if I have the right number or not.
What can I do for you?
Is this Susan LaBombard? No. Okay. Well, sorry. Sometimes just taking a guess. This one doesn't want to ring. All right, well, next, Alan. I don't know if this is his email or not, but I'll use the email. I'll give it a try. Alan, hi, my name is Josh Schoenly. I'm calling because it looks like you are or have done some fix and flip deals in Waynesboro area. We've got one that, seems to be a good fix and flip opportunity that we're looking to unload quickly. If you're interested, this is my personal cell. You can call me back or text me. and I can get you all the info and details. And if you're not interested, maybe you know somebody who might be, you can pass along my info. Thanks so much. Have a great one. So I don't think this is his email, just based upon what the email looks like, but you never know. So I'm going to fire that off. I'm going to copy the text and send that as well. It is a blue text, so that's encouraging, but it still might not be who I think it is. We'll see. I think that was the only number for him. Oh no, there was another one. 407 number. Well, I'll give it a try. This still only counts as one contact though, because it's one person that I'm trying 2 numbers on, but that is numero 70. Okay, I'm not sure what that was, but I don't think that was Alan. Okay, let's see here. All right, so I'm at 7. Let's talk. Oh, you know what? Oh man, I don't know why I didn't think of this. This is why I love this thing. I totally forgot about this. The guy, okay, I've told this story a lot. I'm going to summarize this story again because it's really good. Okay, it's really good. I sold a house. We had settlement on the 26th of September. The seller was listed on the market. She, a couple of weekends ago, she and her friend went and Googled for cash buyers. She found my website. She didn't enter her info, but the website lead capture tool that I use and recommend screaming from the mountaintops to anyone who is at all serious about selling more homes, you should use this tool. And if you don't know what tool it is or what it looks like, go to the free Skool community, go to Classroom, go to replays, mastermind replays, and watch the replay from July 30th. Okay. July 30th, 2025. Just watch that. It's a script you put on your websites and capture more leads. Anyway, I talked to the seller on Monday. She's been listed for a while. Her house is going to sheriff's sale on Friday. The listing agent was incompetent. I'm just calling a spade, incompetent. I used the tool that I've been using to make these calls. I found the buyer for it, meaning he had just flipped a property literally right down the street. I called Stuart. Hey, here's the deal. Here's why I'm calling, and here's the deal. Yes, I'm interested. When I'm nearby, I'm 10 minutes away. Can I go look at it? He goes, looks at it. He gives me an offer. It takes about 48 hours. We're negotiating. We go under contract. It settles a couple, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later on the 26th. I don't know why I didn't think to call Stuart on this to see, because this is in his area. Stuart, it's Josh Schoenly. How are you? Can you hear me? It was cutting out there. Yeah. How you doing? I was calling because I'm curious. Do you only do deals in Mercersburg, or is Waynesboro an area that you would look at something? It's Josh Schoenly. We worked on for 4554. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Do you do deals? Do you do flips in Waynesboro, or are you only? Yeah. Okay. I thought so. I just want to make sure. I'm going to send you info sheet on one that I think it's a home run, but obviously would love your 2 cents on it. It's not on the market. You know, if you're interested, I can certainly get you first crack at it. Oh yeah. I'm going to send you a link to a Google Doc that has the address. It has photos. It has, you know, potential comps, etc. I mean, you obviously know what you're doing and you know how to comp, but you know, trying to connect as many of the dots as possible. Should I text it to you? Should I email it to you? Text. I'll text it to you as soon as we hang up. It's 48 East 5th Street. Oh, I'm sorry, 46 East 5th. 46 East 5th Street, Waynesboro. Yep. Right on. I'll shoot this right over to you. Beautiful. Thanks, Stuart. Bye. I don't know why I didn't think of him. Okay. But I saw the last name of one of the guys or one of the investors that thing populated. And it made me think of Stuart, and he buys deals all over Franklin County, and he is a freaking buyer. He's a baller. The funny thing is, he didn't realize who I was because I've never met him in person. Even though he bought that property, I've never met him in person. I couldn't make settlement because I was out of town. And I never saw the house. I never met the seller. I never met the listing agent. I never met him. Now I want to meet him. I want to get him, meet him in person. I told him part of the deal was he gave the seller up to 30 days post-settlement occupancy. I said, once it's vacated and you start work on it, I want to come down there and meet you, et cetera. It is not. It's a single family home with a large standalone 2-car garage with some additional living space. Period. Are you only interested in land deals right now, or is this something you might take a look at? That was one of the guys that I texted asked, is it land? I don't know if he only is looking for land deals right now or what. I don't know. Well, I'm going to call this one too. I don't know if this guy's related to Stuart or not. He's got the same last name. We'll see. Oh, so that counts as 8. I don't know if I should count that. I already know him. I'm going to count this as 8. What I was committing to was 20 new. It's going to take me, man, this is going to be a marathon session. Abraham, hey, this is Josh Shane. I'm calling because it looks like you are a pretty active investor in the Waynesboro area. We've got a good deal there right now that we're looking to unload quickly, probably best as a fix and flip, but might make a good rental as well, depending on what your preferred exit strategy is. If it's something that you're interested in, or maybe know someone who might be, I can get you all the details, including photos, address, etc. Just let me know. This is my personal cell. I'm going to shoot you a text as well. Have a great day. So I got to go copy. I got to copy my text script so I can send it to. Oh, that's weird. It says he's from Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. I don't think I've ever been there, but I've not heard great things about Gary, Indiana. Am I sharing my screen yet? No, I'm not. Hold on. Let me go back to. Robert also said he would like the free ways to find investors. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick, once I get to 10, I'm going to take a break and I'll show one way you can find these. I'll show one way and I'll talk about another way that you can find investors for free for deals like this, whether you've identified on-market deals, because I've done that a bunch on these live sessions, or you've got off-market deals like this, where you can find those folks without paying for a service like Investor Base. And if you are interested in learning more about Investor Base and using this, just DM me or text me at 717-571-0456, and I can get you more information and a good deal on it. That number's no good. 325, that seems odd. Okay, well, I'm going to try the 325 number. Who knows? I don't even know where 325, where that area code is. Oh, that's ringing. That was not the right number, so I'm not leaving it. The name was very, very different than the name it says it is, so I'm just going to keep it moving along here. Let's try and reach Aiden. I got two more, then we'll take a break for me to show some of these free strategies that I mentioned.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Trying to reach Aiden. This is Josh Schoenly. It looks like you might be a fix and flip investor in the Waynesboro area, and we've got one that I think would make a great fix and flip that we're looking to unload quickly. If you're interested or in the market, or maybe know somebody who might be, this is my personal cell. You can call or text me back. I'm going to shoot you a text message as well. Thanks so much. And if you are interested or know someone, we've got a full info sheet, pictures, the address, comps, etc., that I can send your way. Thanks. I don't know for sure that was him, so I'll probably try the other numbers for him. There's only one email, so I'm going to do this. Is that how he spelled it? No, glad I looked. Text him. It's a blue text. That's encouraging. Let me try this other number here. That one doesn't seem to. Oh, no, it is ringing.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, I'm trying to reach Aiden King. My name is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like he may be a fix and flip investor in the Waynesboro area, and we have a deal that looks like it could be a great fix and flip. If Aiden, if I have the right number, if you're available or interested rather, or know somebody who might be, I'd be more than happy to get you all the info on it and see if it would make sense for you. I'm going to text you as well, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. That was a terrible voicemail. I stumbled over myself greatly because I'm not, I guess in part because I wasn't sure if I have which of the right numbers. But my guess is one of these is him, and both of them are blue. So maybe one of them is his wife. And the other one is him, I'm hoping. One more, and then we'll take a quick side track to show some free ways that you might source these deals or source these investors. I don't know if this first number is going to be right. That is definitely not the right number. Oh man, you never know what you're going to get. It was a woman named Caitlin with the Kansas State Board of something or other. Definitely not. I'm adding more context in because they flipped one. Whoever this is that I'm reaching out to, they flipped one a couple years back. So David, you know what would be super helpful? Could you in the comment, I don't want to do that in the comments, text me maybe. Can you text me an address that you would like to maybe find the local investors for that I can show the free strategy? If you can text me that, that would be helpful.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yes, hi, I'm trying to reach Timothy. My name is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like you may have flipped a property in Waynesboro a couple years ago, and not sure if that's something that you're in the market for at all, but we have a deal available right now that could be a great fix and flip that we're looking to unload quickly. If you're interested, I have an info sheet I can send you with obviously the address, but the pictures and more details. This is my personal cell. I'm going to shoot you a text as well. Let me know. And if you're not interested, maybe you know somebody who might be in the market for a deal like that. Thanks. All right. So I'm going to text that number. All right. So that's 10. That's 10. I'm halfway there. Golly. Halfway there. I'm halfway there. My goodness, my kids would cringe if they knew that I was singing on a live stream. Okay. All right. So thank you, David, for that. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna share two ideas for finding the active investors. Number one, I already shared today. So posting into local investment groups about deals, whether they're on market, off market, but posts like this one. Here, I'll share this big. Posts like let me find the one. Where's the one I posted this morning? Earlier on this live stream. Where'd it go? Where did it go? All right, let me try this group. Does it show up in here? Come on. Well, here, I mean, a simple post like that. I don't know why that's showing up. I mean, that's, let me see here. Like this, okay? A post like this. That's one simple way. However, let's get a little bit more ninja-y. And I'm going to change, let me just change something here. Switch to this view, 2409 estate. Where was that? Deer Park, that's good water. Here we go. Okay, so I go to Zillow. I go to Zillow, and I pull up the property address. Okay, and then I'm going to click on. Why is it showing all of Deer Park? So I want this view. I want this view, the map view of. Why? Hold on here. I want back to search, but I want that view. It's showing me all of Deer Park. Well, whatever. Well, I'll just use all of Deer Park. I don't know why it's not letting me. I want the actual search, but let's say that it's this address. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's got to be a way for me to do this. Why is this? Why is this not letting me pull it up here? Let me just think through this. If you can tell, this is not how I normally do it, but I know this strategy can and will work. It just requires you to do work. Like you're gonna have to kind of grind for it. Is there a view? What if I click on this? Will that do it? I don't know why it won't let me do that. I want to see this view, but I want to have the property pinned. It won't let me do it regardless. Here's what I'm going to do. So I've got it. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay. And you can see it's solds. Oh, no. This isn't going to work for you, David. You're in a non-disclosure state. So you can't do it this way. What I was going to do, and what you can do if you're not in a non-disclosure state, is you can pull up the sold properties. Okay, so let me. I'll just go to Pennsylvania. So I'm just going to go to Enola. Okay. So I have sold properties. And I'm going to say, I don't want the last 24 months. I want last 12 months here. And I want home types. I want, just houses. That's good. And then I'm literally going to look through. What I'm looking for is, okay, I have a property where, it's a good deal or whatever. And I know that the ARV, like I'm looking for properties that have similar ARVs to the one that I have. Okay. And then what I'm looking for is, and again, you have to do work, right? Like there's no getting around the fact that you have to do work. I don't know why there's only one photo for this, but I'm looking for properties where it's clear that it was a fix and flipper. And the way you can tell that, for some reason, I'm not getting any photos here. The way you can tell that is the way here we go. Now, this one isn't, but if I pulled this up and I saw that it's all new carpets and it's, and the kitchen is the white cabinets and the gray slate colors and that kind of stuff, that screams to me, oh, this was a fix and flipper. Okay. So then I make a list. Right? I make a list of these are the addresses that I'm finding that were potentially flipped. This one is vacant. This one might have been a flip that they just kind of wholetailed it. This could be a flip, right? So I've got that address, and then I need to use a tool like PropStream or Remine, or I just go to tax record data and I look at the sale history of the property. So if I take this property here, I'm going to use PropStream because everybody has that, and I guess I'm already getting to a point where it's not free, but regardless. Also Wednesday, so the sale history, and then I go and try and using True People Search, or That's Them, or there's another one, Fast People Search maybe, and trying to identify the contact info for the flipper. If it's agent that represented the flipper as well, right? That could be an easy shortcut. But let me see here. So I'm just going to use this property as an example. 6,000. That's a weird. So I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to look at the details, and then I'm going to look at the specifically. I want to look at the sale history. Where's the sale history? Mortgage and transaction history. No. Where's the sale history? Okay, they bought it from a Susan Hutchinson. So then I could reverse engineer that. Okay. That wasn't a perfect example because I'm not sure that this was a flipper. It might have just been a vacated house. Let me try one where it's very obviously a house flipper. I don't know why so many of these do not have the MLS photos anymore. This one. This one was vacated, but again, I don't know that it was a flipper, although might have been. But what I was trying to find one is there are some of them where you look at them and it's just like, it just is screaming, yeah, this was a house flipper. You know what I mean? Like it's got the, the LVP flooring. It's got, oh, this one was bought by a flipper. I can tell you that. They paid $120 for it. A flipper bought this one in November. No question. Or a landlord. That's the other thing you could look for is the transactions that they're like an anomaly. Like that one, to buy that one for $120, that was an investor that bought that one. And it looks like it was not on the MLS, like it wasn't bought on the MLS. All right. Let's back to 20. I got to get to 20. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe I'm back now. Okay. And I'm gonna have to wrap it up here sooner than later. But did I already call this number? Let me just 717-816. No, I didn't. It was a different 816 number. Okay, well, let's roll. I just didn't want to sound like an idiot calling the same number again and being like, oh, this is. That call failed. My apologies. You too. All right. Well, they're definitely an investment company. They've got 24 of them. I don't know if this is okay. Real estate services. All right. Well, are they licensed? Yeah, I guess they're licensed. I'll call him later. I want the direct investors for this. Let's go to Daniel.
The call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. Finished recording, you may hang up.
Daniel, hey, this is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like you may have done a flip or two in Waynesboro, and we have a deal that could make a great fix and flip project. I'm calling to see if you are looking for any deals right now, or maybe know anyone who might be. If so, I can get you all the info on it. This is my personal cell. I'm going to shoot you a text message as well. If you could, let me know either way. Thanks. Text him. All right. Okay. I'm going to have to wrap up probably before I hit my number, because I have a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of calls and texts, both personal and active deals that I'm going to have to address. And then I got to get something to eat and have a busy afternoon schedule as well. But I'm going to hit my 20, if not live here after the fact. That's for sure.
Please leave your message for 717-860-6483.
Eric, hey, my name is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like you flipped a property in Waynesboro maybe a couple of years ago, and we've got a deal available that could make a great fix and flip project. So I'm just curious if you're looking for a deal, or maybe know anyone who might be. This is my personal cell. If you're interested or know someone, I can get you all the details. If you could let me know either way. I'm going to shoot you a text right now as well. Thanks. I need to polish up my message. I'm kind of just like, you know, and I try and say the same sort of gist each time, but it's not like, I don't know. I'm someone that I start with a concept, and then the more dials I make, the more I kind of dial it in.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Bradford, hey, this is Josh calling because it looks like you're a pretty active investor in the Waynesboro area. And we have a deal that's a pretty good one. We're looking to unload quickly. I'm not sure if you're in the market or maybe know anybody who might be, but I'd be happy to send you all the info on it. I'm going to shoot you a text as well when we hang up. If you could just let me know either way, if it's something you or someone you know would be interested in. Thanks. I like using let me know either way, because then I'm not left hanging like, is this person interested? Are they not? I don't know. Like, and then they kind of, it closes the loop. That also, it's great when you're doing cold outreach of any kind, is just to ask them to let you know either way. So there's like this expectation that they respond in some form or fashion, and a no is fine, right? You're just trying to close the loop. All right. 13, lucky 13. I'm going to try this other number for him as well, because it didn't indicate whether or not it was him or not.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Josh Schoenly, I have a fix and flip deal in Waynesboro I am looking to sell.
Thanks, Josh Shanley. Please stay on the line.
So it hung up. I did leave a message for that one, so I'm still counting that. And what I'm noticing is a lot of the emails are coming back undeliverable. But honestly, the best results I've gotten by far doing this process has come from, actual conversations. If you're wondering, is it worth it to post on Nextdoor? The post that I made on this live stream 2 days ago has gotten 548 views. Those are all free impressions. It's better than nothing. And I literally just post the same thing there that I post on Facebook and Google Business Profile. So like, it's worth it, right? I mean, why not? What else is I doing here? Oh, I wanted to, Aaron, here, this is the link for the iList Mastermind call today. I'll text that to you. Where is it? I guess it's